Welcome to the fucking show.
Welcome to the show, have a seat, my nigga, recline back. Real niggas making a speech, so acknowledge that I never...
Welcome to Acquired Taste Podcast. You know who it is, SOE Cash Cow. And I'm here with my two Nubian goddesses, my beautiful baddies, my professional podcasters. And to my left, I have my girl, the Big Doula.
What up, what up, what up?
A.K.A. Original Indigo Empress.
Hey, what up, y'all?
Oi, oi, oi.
Oi, oi. Oi, what's up?
Hey, man, just happy to be another day, you know?
Another day.
Another day.
Another day.
Another day to make $1 billion.
That's right. That's right. Absolutely.
One step
To
closer.
my right, I got my girl, Love and Light, Miss New Day.
Love and light,
It's New
everybody.
Day. What's up?
Wagwan. Wagwan.
Chilling. How's hair school coming?
Hair school is going great. You see, I'm representing Keratin. We outside.
Yep, they
It's going
outside
great.
doing hair.
It's doing great.
They outside
Learning
doing
new
hair.
styles and, you know, going into the whole journey of hair and
The hair journey.
depth of it, the anatomy, the physiology of it. It's beautiful.
It's history.
It's great. It makes you appreciate things, you know, because, you know, keratin is the only thing that's helping your hair anywhere, you know. Keratin is, if you don't have keratin, your hair's not growing.
I heard that.
So,
You ain't got it. Your hair's not growing. So the first thing we're going to talk about is bald head hoes. So, no, I'm just saying.
I know some
We're
bald-headed
not
hoes. Bald-headed.
What you see, D?
That is coming so dope.
So, no, we're not
They
gonna
used
talk
to rock
about
on the
bald-headed
radio.
people. But we are going to talk about some things today. We're going to get into our topic. So, I guess one of the topics you guys said that we were going to talk about, but we never got to on the last episode was men and birth control, right?
Yeah.
So, why y'all looking at me?
Because it's crazy. Because why is this not a thing? Like,
It needs to be it.
and,
Like, why ain't
like,
they
when
been
you think
inventing
about
something?
it, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all don't want to get a vasectomy, so it's like, why not y'all just go ahead and have some kind of birth control? So y'all not just out here busting in bitches and getting them pregnant.
That's the thing. That's what I'm about to say. Like, men be having all types of baby mamas and stuff and procreating all over the world and stuff. And nobody never thought, let's get a men birth control.
You're like, let's just
that's
regulate
wild.
the women.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But then you got women who we got to carry the baby, you know, for 9 months and stuff like that. You would think they would try to dumb down the man more than the woman, you know, seeing as though. I mean, I get it, but I think women are more inclined to be more careful and cautious of getting pregnant than men are.
Like, we can't help it. We have no choice but to just
Yeah.
be subjected to that. Like, oh, my bad.
Ah,
My bad. That's all y'all say. My bad.
I gotta go get a plan B.
Now these bitches out here with
Plan
6
A was-
kids. They ain't want 6 kids.
Because plan A was pull out.
Plan
and
A
you
was
didn't.
pull out. And you kept saying that. Oh, don't worry. I'm going to pull out. I'm going to pull out.
I don't trust no
I got you,
pull-out.
baby. I'm going to pull out.
You know what? There's, you know how they had the little statistics and they say pulling out is like 99%. It works, you know. But
Oh,
I'm
it
like,
does?
yeah, but I'm
Oh.
like, nigga, it depends on the dude.
You still
It could
rolling
be
the
0%.
It
Like,
worked for me.
yeah, I mean, but see, you have to have good control. You know what I'm saying? A lot of men don't. A lot of them just come in there.
Well, first off, you got to
"Oh."
pull out before you start coming.
Yeah,
Right.
that part. That's what I'm saying. Like before
Before you start coming, you got to pull out.
Right.
Nigga, like, not as you
Then,
coming.
as you
Like,
come, wait, I'm
Yeah.
trying to get out. It's too late. I'm already,
yeah,
released.
no.
It's already shot up into her uterus.
Man, oh wow. Okay.
She's having the
Well,
baby.
I think that, it's kind of like what's the word? Kind of like taboo. Like, birth control for men. What? Like, because for us, it's kind of like, with y'all, it's like y'all could take something and it can deter it or stop it or whatever type of drugs and type of things they put in y'all to stop y'all from getting pregnant. You know what I mean? Now, maybe if they had some things like that for men, that would be a good idea. You know what I'm saying?
They
Where
do.
a man can use it and he'd be like, all right, I don't want to get nobody pregnant right now. And he, use that thing.
Or they give him a pill or
And then he
something.
could take that, and then he could stop, and then he could take it out or have it removed
Before
so he
the
could start
sex
using
pill.
cum again and stuff like that.
instead
You know
of
what
the
I'm saying?
after.
I don't think
before.
nothing's wrong with that. Huh?
They should have a before the sex pill.
What?
The guy would take a pill, and it would decrease him from his sperm being active. Like a lot of them would die within a
What
certain
kind
amount
pill
of
is
time.
that?
I
You
don't
would have
know.
to. You would have to inject that directly into the nut sack.
No.
Yes, you would.
I think it could be
No.
something
Like
given
straight like
herbally.
that.
I think it could be something that can be given herbally.
pretty
Or like
sure.
some type of spermicide. That's what you're talking about. Something like
Yeah,
that.
something like that.
They got that
Okay.
already. They got spermicide already.
But it's really for the woman.
Yeah, shit. What
It's
you mean?
not catering towards the man, though.
Ain't no.
Well,
we got a little
spermicide
hole,
is
so it's
both-
a very small hole
It's
for us.
both. It's for both, really. when you think about it.
Yeah, it is for both. It's for
Yeah.
both, for sure.
I think. I mean, I get what Asia's saying. It's just like the after the
Morning after pill.
after pill. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? It's-
man,
Before sex pill.
Before
fucking
sex
pride.
pill.
Oh, the reason I say that I don't see that being nothing is because how long does it take to? Because it's like, all right. So
Just like
I
Viagra.
gotta take-
It take y'all a minute to get the Viagra erection. It'll be the same effect.
I don't know anything about.
Sit
Viagra.
30 minutes and it'll be in your system or
I
I
know
don't know
something.
anything about that.
That's the
So that's what I'm
direction. That's what they
saying.
said.
I don't know anything about sitting and waiting. I don't want to sit and wait for shit.
You gotta sit
That's
and
what I'm
wait.
saying. Ain't
You
nobody
gotta
on
sit
that
and wait.
shit. You know what I'm saying?
Unless
Oh,
it
I
was some
hold on,
instant
baby,
like
let me pop this
spermicide.
pill.
Might just take
Now I gotta wait
spermicide.
for half an
No,
hour.
I mean, you
Listen,
know,
get,
If
after
that's
half
what you
an hour,
want
I
to do
might
to
not
keep
wanna
from
fuck no
having
more.
bringing life into
no,
this
no,
world,
what you do?
That's not. See,
That's
but see, once again, and once again, this is not for everybody. Okay, but I'm just saying, I've been pretty good at pulling out. And don't get me wrong, you know what I'm saying? I don't just have sex, with just anybody or whatever. But you know what I mean? Like, I would rather do that than take a pill. You know what I'm saying? So that's where that.
I mean,
that's where
fair.
that confusion would. That's where that issue would come up because you'd be like, take a thing pill, and I'd be like, shit, I'm pull out. We cool.
I mean,
Well, I want
hey.
you to take a pill. Well, then fuck it then. I don't want to have sex no more.
kills the
So
vibe.
You ready to mess up the whole vibe.
Kill the
But
fucking
you-
vibe
but
with
you-
that shit. I don't want to hear that shit.
It would be taken just like you kicking
Yeah,
it.
these
Like in the
dogs.
morning, like a
You better
vitamin.
slide. You got to slide that shit in a drink to a nigga, some
Yeah,
shit
just
like
something
that.
Like
For real,
Like
like,
when
yeah.
y'all not like, oh shit, I'm about to give me some. Let me go ahead and pop this pill right quick. You know what I'm saying?
Or
By
like
the time you get
a shake, them things, some inserts that you put in bottled waters,
But
like
how
an
can-
insert.
Huh?
Like an insert. You would drink it and mix it in like a bottle of water and just
think
drink
of
it.
that. Something that's decreasing my sperm as I'm about to go and have sex. That doesn't even. How's my dick gonna be hard? Like it don't even sound like my dick gonna be hard when that happens.
That's such a misconception.
No,
The sperm is not helping you get an erection.
It sounds contradictory what I'm trying to do.
The sperm is not
Okay.
giving you the
Your sperm is not making you hard.
Yeah,
The blood
right.
flowing.
Do you
Yeah,
know
I'm saying.
anatomy of
It
the
just
body?
sounds-
You
it
need
just-
to learn
I don't
that.
give a fuck about the anatomy. It just sounds contradictory to what I'm
Like, you
trying
ain't
to
killing
do.
shit.
All right,
Right?
I'm just trying. It just sounds contradictory. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying it sounds contradictory to what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? You like I want to bust a big
Because
nut. I
even
don't
men
wanna
that
bust
have
a little
had
nut.
a vasectomy,
like
even
I
men that
wanna
have
come
had
hard. I don't want to come soft. You know what I'm saying?
even the men that have had vasectomies, they still come. The sperm is just dead.
Yeah, we hear that, we understand that, but we also see some of these niggas with vasectomies, and they be walking around. They don't be acting. They sometimes they.
No, I know real niggas that's had them and they still real men. It doesn't
I don't
stop
know.
their shine.
I don't know too many niggas. I don't know nobody who didn't have one.
It doesn't stop anything. That actually made it better if you say
Well, only
me, because they're not running no risk now. They're not worried about.
They're very comfortable.
They are very comfortable, and
Almost too comfortable.
believe me, they don't have no problem getting
Almost
hard
too
and having
comfortable,
sex
like-
and getting it down.
Like, how many people you doing this with, now? You just
Come on, yo.
you just
I don't
letting it
want
loose
vasectomy.
everywhere. It ain't no
I don't
babies
want
coming
nothing.
out. Well, I don't know. I just kind of
It
feel
don't
like
even
it
sound right to me.
should. I feel like that it should definitely be
Busting a
something.
nut, in my sperm don't work.
Wow.
What?
Consider. Well, that's because you got the active. You got the active sperm cells, and then you just got the lubricant that they swimming on. So
Yeah, I'll be upset.
they cut the one part off so it don't connect to the swimming to the part that.
I feel like it's gonna. See, so it feels like it's gonna disconnect me somehow.
No,
it feels like
yeah.
somehow, some way, I'm gonna feel different
You are
when I
totally
come.
your head.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying,
that's in
that's
your
what it
mind.
sounds like. That's what it feels like. This is what it sounds like.
But
So
I
talk
just-
about
I
cutting off the
believe
end and shit. So
Oh
what?
my gosh! I
out.
believe
Like the
that
end of
is
my
something
orgasm
that
ain't
you
gonna
need
be
to-
as
you
strong.
need to watch
Oh, Lordy.
an anatomy
Strong
thing on
orgasms.
it.
Well, I don't know. We would have to see if we can find somebody that can talk to you, come on the show and talk about what it feels like to have a vasectomy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should.
We should.
That don't mean I'm gonna agree with him, but
Well, you know, you had a better understanding of it, at least. But,
I understand it. But I just feel like the sperm. I feel like sperm feel better when they alive than when they dead. That's just how I'm thinking.
You don't know
That's
how they
I
feel dead because you've never had dead sperm. So
That's
how would
what
you
I
know what the difference is? You can't compare it because you don't have it.
But death is not a good thing to me. So it's like I don't want.
You can't
dead
think of
sperm.
death as
Like,
bad.
I don't want.
That's the misconception because they've made it bad. Death is not bad. It's actually a rebirth type of situation because when you go to sleep, you're dying,
Listen here.
and you're literally dying
We
every
talk
time
about
you sleep.
sperm. Okay, I'm talking about my dead sperm. I don't want no dead sperm floating around I want all my sperm to be active and alive, okay, and talking to each other, and having a community. You know what I'm saying? And getting to know each other.
Yep, you
know
gonna
what
have
I'm
them
saying?
community babies too.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want
Running
them to
around.
I don't want them to be, down there just, hell no, just a bunch of dead sperm coming out.
that's
Well,
wild.
hopefully, the spermicide works for you and the pullout game works for you.
Well, you see,
Well,
my daughter 21, my son is 7, so it's been working so far.
Well, I'll
Yeah,
say
that's
this.
true.
I think that it's definitely
also,
something
but-
that should be considered. If they really want to stop, because there's this whole theory of it's overpopulation. They're wanting to stop reproductive
see,
rights
that's
and
what
stuff like that. They need to hop up off women and start looking at the men. You know what I'm saying? Because but we can only do but so much, and also birth control is very detrimental to our body. There's so much just crazy stuff that happens with birth control in women. You know what I'm saying? You got people not having their menstrual cycles, people having their menstrual cycles all the time. You got people gaining all this weight. They sticking little doohickeys and tablets and whatever inside your skin, up under your skin for it. This is too much. It's ridiculous how, the different methods that's used for birth control for women. I, tried a couple of methods in my day. The one where they have is an insert. You walk around with an inanimate object just stuck up your shit all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like it's made out of copper, and copper kills all sperm cells. So you throw a penny in your shit, you'll be okay.
Right. Put a penny in there right quick.
Yeah, right.
As soon as I get done, boop, boop,
right,
slide
like,
it in there. Like a coin.
So yes, copper kills all sperm. And so
Don't be putting pennies in y'all coochie.
No,
I'm
don't
about to
do
say,
that.
please don't be going home putting pennies in your coochie.
if you listen to that, that'd be wild.
You
But
get something, you're going to have a
anyway-
whole bunch of pennies stuck up your cooch.
Man,
okay?
don't do that to yourself. You're going to be messed up. But, and, of course it works, but the consequences, like, you know what I'm saying? You got the freaking menstruate for weeks on end and shit. Everybody got time for that shit.
Mm-mm. At
So,
all.
yeah, I
Sounds
mean.
horrible.
Yeah,
Horrible.
definitely. I know the only,
Things we go through.
what I
is
know
crazy.
of, the only male birth control is a vasectomy, right? I don't know any. It's not like they got any pills that they can take,
Nope.
but that's something that they should be considering.
See, then that's the whole thing with, because like you say, I think that's like you say, the vasectomy that's it. Like we killing them sperm. There ain't no more being generated, and I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? Because like you say, what if and then they always be like, well, you can always get it reversed. Ain't nobody on that shit. If you do it, fuck that. I'm not getting it done. But I forgot the point I was getting to.
No, I said that was the only method.
Keep moving forward.
I said that was the only method.
Oh yeah.
Hilarious.
Listen, we can move on.
Next topic.
But yeah, so the only other methods for men is like you say, killing sperm and all type of other shit. I don't want to do all. Ain't nobody trying. I ain't trying to do all that. You know what I mean? Like, and then the bottom line is men should take care of their kids. So I mean, and women should let men take care of their kids.
Oh
you know,
my gosh.
I'm just saying, if you have a child with a nigga in the one night stand, if he want to take care of his kid, let him take care of his kids. You might not like the nigga, but y'all had a kid together, and vice versa. If you have a one night stand with a woman and she get pregnant and have your kid, nigga, take care of your kid. You might not like that bitch. She might be ugly and fat and nasty, but that's your kid. Take care of your kid.
Yeah, your kid
You know
ain't had
what I'm
nothing
saying?
to do with what
Like,
y'all
your
did.
kid had nothing to do with you laying down
Y'all
that
brought
night
him in
and
his
doing what
life.
y'all
Now
did.
y'all need to take
And
care
that's
of
the
him.
bottom line. Niggas don't want to take care of their kids. Like, take care of your kids. Don't matter if it was a mistake, if that's what you want to call it. It don't matter.
An accident.
Take care. Right, an accident.
A blunder.
A kerfuffle. I don't know what. Just,
A kerfuffle.
I just make that up. But whatever it is, you know, take care of your kids.
So,
you know what I'm saying?
You mentioned something, and it reminded me because I somebody asked the question. What was the last time you had a one night stand?
Kerfuffle.
What's it? What's a one night?
What you say?
A kerfuffle.
What constitutes for a one night stand? Is it the first time y'all met, y'all smashed, and y'all didn't talk again? You never seen that person again? Is that what makes it a one night stand, or is it just the fact that y'all messed around on the first night y'all met?
Y'all messed around the first night y'all met. That's mine.
But this person,
That's quite interesting.
but this person, you talked to him after that, right?
Yeah.
You talked to.
Sometimes
is-
That's
can,
not.
you can.
I
then
don't think
not
that's.
that's not
I don't think that's considered a
one
one-night stand.
I don't think. I think one night stands is that's the only time
Like
y'all had
you
sex.
met them that
You
night,
met them that night. Y'all smashed,
and that was
That
it.
was it. Y'all never.
Oh, no, I
talked
never had
or-
that.
Me
No,
either.
me neither.
When people say that, I be like, I don't think I've ever had a one night stand because I don't know what that. Because like, you know what I'm saying? It's not just only one time.
Right, motherfuckers want to come back to me, nigga. They be like, "What you doing tomorrow?"
Oh,
You talking about shit?
Okay,
give your number before you leave. What's your number? What's your number? What's your number? What's your number? Give me your number. What's your
Like, you see that shit
Instagram?
in
What's your...
movies, niggas be like I was watching Power and that bitch did some shit like that. He was like, "Let me get your number." She was like, "Nah, it's just it ain't even like that." But he ended up getting her number anyway.
Yeah.
But still, it was like it ain't. I've never had that. Like,
Right.
Let me get your number. It ain't even like that. It's bitch, give me your number. What are you talking about?
It ain't even like that, right?
You in my
I don't
house.
want
No,
your
I'm just
number,
playing.
nigga.
I
I
wanna
just
call
wanted
her a
to
bitch
smash. Like,
No, I never had that.
no, me.
But you know what? Nope, never had it. But I was
Had to
thinking
think
that,
about it.
Again.
I was thinking that I think like it's been a couple chicks who tried. Like, well, I guess it wouldn't be a one night stand, but because you talk to them before you meet them, but then you can meet them that day after you talk to them and then smash them after you talk to them for a while. But that wouldn't be considered a one night stand.
Mm-mm.
No, yeah, just taking a chick from the club to the house, smashing her,
and
and then not
that's
talking
it.
to her no more.
Never seen her again. That has never happened to
I think that might have happened to me
me. He had to reflect
once or
real good.
twice. But this was back
I
in the day.
had
back in
one
the
in college.
I'm
I
up here, like, I'm trying to
did.
figure out, like,
I
we
did.
always exchange your numbers.
Yeah, because I did not get his number that night. That's so funny. I did. I had to
I
really.
gotta
I was
think
sitting here
about
thinking.
it.
I had to think.
I did, Grace.
In college.
I was in college.
I was off in the cut, you know what I'm saying, with my child. I came to school with a child. And when he went back home, man, I was in married students a lot. So I never really, which is an apartment where students who have kids or married come in. So I wasn't on the campus, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know what was going on over there.
That's
Y'all was
wild.
They
wilding
had you in a
out.
whole different fucking
Yeah, they did. They was
ideology
wilding.
of
Yeah.
life. Like,
We
yo,
was
you got to sit up here with married people and
wild.
people with kids.
We had so much fun,
Wilding
man.
out in the doors. I was missing
No,
all
you can't
that.
stay in those dorms. You got a kid. You got to stay over here. The
You
kids
gotta stay, and it was
With the
and it
kids
was
and
like
the married
down the
couple.
street, around the
It's
corner.
around the
You had to
corner.
drive to that bitch to get
No,
there.
man, you can walk through the field. I wasn't walking through the field sensation. That's what my
Yeah,
best
no, that's
friend
true.
found me.
You could
Kinda
walk
walking
through
through
the
field
field.
sensation.
Yeah, I'm saying I was through that
A
joint
little
all
cut.
the time. It was a cut. I just
Right.
pushed the stroller through that joint.
That's crazy.
But I've never. Yeah, I can honestly say I've never done that. It's always like, oh, so
I did. I had
Gonna call me. When can we do this again?
Yeah, I think chicks be trying to get a nigga on a one night stand, and I be curving that shit like, nah.
Yeah. That's right. Put some weight on it.
Right, because, you know what I'm saying? Waste my time with that bullshit.
Put some weight on it.
Like, nah, I'm
Just
cool.
Just be pointing,
What you trying to
poking
do?
your
Nothing.
wine and
Nothing
everything.
at all. Like, I'm cool. But no, I remember the time that it did happen, though. And I want to say, at first I was thinking it was one night stand, but I want to say it wasn't because I feel like we did it again. But I don't remember us doing it again. You know what I'm saying? So it might have been a one night stand. You know what I mean? Went to her house, did whatever, then afterwards left. It wasn't, I don't even think she asked for my number. I think it was one of those, like, got up, all right, then, all right, and just left type shit. Like,
Right.
see you around type
holla,
shit.
Holla, holla.
But she didn't stay far from, she didn't stay far from me. So I want to say I probably smashed the get out.
I wanna hood you.
I want to say she was in there, but I don't remember. But yeah, no, that's a good question. But yeah, I'm guessing that's what it is. You hit somebody and then you never talk to them again.
Yeah.
Like, nope. Okay, well that's cool. Hey, well look, check this out. So, you know, we won the other day. The Cleveland Browns won, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I told y'all the other day, like, I think we should change our names. I think the Cleveland Browns should change their fucking names, man. Like, I don't like the Browns. Like, what is a brown? You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's a color.
like every other team is something,
Right?
but we're a color. You know what I'm saying?
Like the Cleveland color brown. Like they might as well just say that.
the Cleveland,
It's
the
wild.
Cleveland color brown. That's what the fuck our name should be.
That's what our name should be.
The Cleveland. But no, we're named after the owner or somebody. I don't give a
Yeah.
fuck who we named after. Okay, we need a
Jim
name.
Brown?
We need a name that strikes heart
Yeah.
in the fear of other teams. Like, I mean, it ain't got to be nothing like, you know, the cannibals or nothing crazy like
Carnivores.
the Cleveland Hannibals. The Cleveland Hannibal Lecters or some
Lecters.
shit like that. It ain't got to be nothing crazy. But damn, can we have something with some excitement to it? You know what I'm saying? Like something like, you know what people say when they go.
Cleveland dogs.
You know what people say when they go take a shit. I'm taking the Browns to the Super Bowl.
You know what?
You ever heard that?
I ain't never heard
You ain't never heard a
that.
nigga say that?
No.
Yeah, niggas say that. I'm taking the Browns to the Super Bowl. That's what niggas say when they going to take a shit. Okay?
That's horrible.
But, I mean,
That's
never
fucked
knew.
up.
that's fucked up, but that's what niggas in Cleveland say when they go take a shit. I'm about to go take the Browns to the Super Bowl.
Hey, wow.
Okay.
It's a first for me.
So I just let you know that people look at Browns or Brown as shit. Even when I hear the word brown by itself, like nigga just was like, hey, what's a brown? I'd be like, piece of shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, what? What's a brown? A piece of shit? Like, that's the only thing I think of. What's a brown? You know what? A brownie? Like, we are brownies? So we're soft and sweet and shit? Come on, man. We need another name. I got to figure out how we can petition for another name for the Browns.
Yeah.
I mean, like the Brown. I mean, we could be the Cleveland Vultures, the Cleveland. I don't give a fuck. The Cleveland Kangaroos, nigga. The Cleveland.
Well, what's that emblem? It's an elf and shit. Yeah.
So
The
now
Cleveland Elves.
no,
you like
not the
those?
Cleveland
You like
Elves.
the Elves.
Definitely not the Cleveland Elves. That's pretty sweet. Might as well be called the Cleveland Fairies. You know what I'm saying? The Cleveland Fairies.
The
Here they.
Cleveland Bulldogs.
Once again, we have to strike fear in the name, and we have to strike fear in the hearts of other teams.
Yeah.
The Bulldogs, the Cleveland King Corsos. Shit, I don't know.
Cleveland Great Danes.
Right, the Cleveland Great Danes, the Cleveland, you know, I don't think Bulldogs because Georgetown has the Bulldogs.
Oh.
But, I mean, we might be able to use
Cleveland
the Bulldogs.
Cobras.
But anything. Cleveland Cobras.
Mm-hmm.
Cleveland Vipers. Cleveland fucking something.
I can't
Something other than a Brown. I'm sorry, Jim Brown. I'm not knocking you, but we've been the Browns for a long time and we haven't gotten a Super Bowl.
Cleveland Snakes.
Cleveland Slytherin. Cleveland Hogwarts. I mean, I don't know. The
Cleveland
Pot-
Warthogs.
The Cleveland Potters. I mean, something.
The
The
Cleveland
Potters. The Potters wouldn't strike. They sound like a bunch of stoners. Sound like a bunch of niggas out there smoking weed.
Right.
The Cleveland Potters. Them niggas get highs all
Cleveland
the time.
Tortoises.
Hell no.
The Cleveland Hares.
The Cleveland Hedgehogs.
Oh.
That's terrible.
That's not bad. She said that's terrible.
The Cleveland Eagles.
The Cleveland
no, we can't be
Otters.
the Eagles, right?
The otters.
The Cleveland Ostriches.
Cleveland
No.
Beavers.
The Cleveland.
Deer.
The Cleveland Llamas.
Deers.
Cleveland wolves.
Not the deers. The Cleveland.
Llamas.
No, what's the other one's called? The Cleveland Mooses.
Mm.
Cleveland Moose.
Cleveland bison.
Cleveland Bisons.
Oh, I like that. The Cleveland
Cleveland
Bisons. That got some bite to it.
But I'm saying, y'all, who else agrees that we need a new name?
Yeah.
Yes.
Put it in the comments. If
The
y'all
Cleveland
think
Gophers.
needs a new name. Let's push that. Let's make this go viral.
The Cleveland Chipmunks.
Browns
No.
need a new name. Not the Cleveland Chipmunks.
Do we have Alvin
Cleveland
Simon Theodore as our
Tyrannosaurus
mascot?
Rexes. All right, the Cleveland Triceratops.
Yeah, like something like that. Like
What's
a
the
big
flower
dinosaur.
boy's name?
The Cleveland Raptors. The Cleveland
Not
Traptador. What's it called?
Raptor.
Pterodactyls.
Yeah.
The Cleveland Pterodactyls, nigga. Something.
Yeah, the Cleveland Pterodactyls would be dope.
Something. Something other than.
Brown.
A brown.
I'm sorry, man. The Browns have ran their
And it's
course.
plural, too. It's like Cleveland Browns with an S at the end.
Bunch of
Like
shit.
we a whole bunch of shit.
Bunch of shit, guys. And I mean, don't get me wrong. We won this week against the Ravens.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I already knew we was going to win that
And, you know, Jameis Winston was in there doing his thing, showing out. That was dope. So now, just like I say, that made me feel like we need a new name. Like, come on, man. Like, you know, we didn't put Deshaun Watson. He's gone. He's not coming back. He's out for the year. For his Achilles. And I don't think he's going to ever come back. You know what I'm saying?
He'd just be another one of them Cleveland players that's getting paid for sitting down doing nothing on another team.
Mm-hmm.
We got a lot of those out there. We just be paying people.
Just to sit on the bench.
To get him out of here.
Right.
So yeah, I just had to put that out there, man. We need to change the fucking name of the Cleveland Browns to something a little more active, something a little more 2024, 2025, something a little more, what's they call it? Demure?
Man.
Demure.
I don't know what that means, but I hear him saying it. So
Right, man.
I'm thinking that's what we need.
That's a classy word.
Some of that. We need some of that on the Cleveland
Demure.
Browns. Word. All right, so we done talked about crazy shit. Y'all talk about trying to cut a nigga balls off.
We ain't trying to cut you. No, I'll tell you this
Trying to stop
about
and
that.
trying to
We-
kill,
We're not trying to
kill
castrate nobody.
trying to kill sperm.
But did you know that the little kids, the Catholics,
Oh, little
and stuff,
kids.
to keep their voice high in the choir, they castrate them.
Oh yeah, I heard about that back in the day.
Ain't that
Mhm.
crazy?
They always doing some crazy shit to kids. They need to stop.
Oh man, what? Don't start talking about kids. Is that where we going? Because I'm about to say I'm undone with what they've been doing to kids.
Well,
And then so let's just talk about how the Pope or the whole Catholic organization or whatever just paid like $3 million off for victims of molestation.
What?
yeah, I seen that.
Yeah, but that's the stuff
They do it all the time.
They
They
ain't gonna
always pay
broadcast.
people off. They always paying. They always
They ain't gonna
they
broadcast.
always getting
that.
sued and paying some shit off.
They're gonna talk about Diddy though, doing who knows what with whoever. I need for them to be blasting this news about these nasty Catholic priests that's touching on kids and stuff. And the parents, I be wanting to smack parents because how do y'all just be letting these people?
Well, how can we
do y'all
still?
kids
But
like
if
that?
you, but when you talk about that and you talk about parents, how can we still have a system that promotes this form of religion? Like if your priest and your people in your religion are touching children and things of that nature, wouldn't it be time to kind of denounce that religion or kind of look into maybe another religion to fuck with? Because the religion that I'm following and the faith that I'm following, the head guys in that faith are touching children. So they're not even following the word unless there's something in the word that's stating that people should be touching kids.
Right.
I'm quite sure if you talk to one of these fucking Vaticans and popes and all that shit,
They will find
they will tell you there's something in there that talks about kids
Well,
and the innocence of kids. And
the
things of that
innocence
nature.
of kids and the purity of heart and stuff like that is holy.
Whole, right, and
But
powerful.
And powerful, but that don't. You don't touch it. But
No,
here's
we
my-
don't touch it for sure.
Yeah, but here's my question. You brought up a good point, and I often question this. Like, so are Christians and Catholics they believe in the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit?
They would say they're
Right.
not the same.
They would say they're not the same.
Right.
Yes, because, and I just think it's quite interesting that people that are in the Christian faith, there are so many versions and variations of it, where I think it's like maybe 2 type of Muslims, maybe.
It's a few different type of Muslims, but yeah.
Well, but they all follow the same book. They all follow the Quran, right? I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe they got a different book.
Right. I think there's different books too.
Oh, okay.
I want to, but I don't quote me on that. At this point in time, let's just say they all follow the Quran.
Yeah, you got the Jewish people; they all follow the Torah. You know, Buddhist
They all
people.
follow one book. Is what you're saying. They
Yeah,
all
except
follow one book.
Christians.
Except Christians. They follow
Christians got like 50 million versions, and then 50 million sectors of the religion. We got Baptist, Holy Temple Ministry. We got Orthodox.
Seventh
we
Day
got
Adventist.
Yeah, we got all of this Catholic. We got Protestant. Like what the hell? Which one is it? Because if we all read from the Bible, and it's Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, the goal is to love unconditionally through the eyes of God. Then why we got so many versions?
Well, because we know it's man-made, unfortunately. So, and then one thing we could say about the other religions is that they will say that. I think with the other religions, they acknowledge that it was some type of human who wrote their books. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? They're like, all right, this prophet, Elijah Muhammad or whoever the Muslims' prophet is the one who wrote these words. In the Torah, I don't know who it is, but I think it's one person who wrote, you know what I'm saying, these
It makes
words.
sense because it ain't just fall out the sky.
Whereas with Christianity, it was built, it was used, it was weaponized.
Yeah, my favorite. I seen a meme not too long ago. They were like, my favorite part of the Bible was when Jesus is by himself talking and somebody else is recording it. Somebody
You
else
silly,
writing
stop it.
what he said.
Stop
I thought
it.
he was by himself. Who is you? You're the
Stop
third
it.
party person to myself. And then Jesus did this and did. Wait a minute. I thought he was by himself in the woods for 40 days and 40 nights. How you know all this stuff happened?
Stop it.
I'm just saying.
Because it does say that in the Bible. It's like a lot of he and Jesus said.
Yeah. Like, wait a minute. Did he tell y'all this when he came out? That's why. See,
That's what I always
was
thought,
a-
like, Christian.
Sorry, go ahead.
I always thought Christian, like, I thought that, the Catholic was made for white people and they made Christianity to keep the black people in, but still have it linked to the Catholic. Cause like that's what I both begin with C's, you know what I'm saying? And they're very close into what they believe, you know what I'm saying? Because you even have pastors touching kids. You know what I'm saying? Doing all crazy stuff in the church. So it's like, because they made a whole movie about it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that. It's just crazy because when you said that, when y'all just started talking about it, it's like something rang in my head. Like, that's how they created that. Like, this country that we live in, unfortunately, is nothing but about control and power. Like, they don't want us to know who we really are and what we really are capable of. They want to keep us mind controlled. They want to control every aspect. That's why this election is so important. You know, it's so important for everybody to get out to really vote, because if you don't, like, if Trump gets in office, it's over, y'all. Like, it's over. It's not going to be good. That's really the Antichrist.
In my opinion, I feel like, I don't know. I have a
because I know they're all controlled. I know they're even controlled.
I was about to say that. I
you
was
know,
about to say they both controlled. I really, you know what I'm saying, don't feel like one is going to, you know, make it any better or worse. They've been all just talking about what they're going to do and don't never do crap. I'm completely over it as a whole. You know what I'm saying? I think I tapped out of the whole, you know, political on the federal level after Al Gore lost to Bush. That blew me. It was cool. I was like, what? Like, there is no way this idiot was supposed to be no Al Gore. This man is intelligent. He looked like a president. Why they pick this George Bush II? He's a blooming idiot. But from there, I just was convinced that, you know, presidents was not elected. They were selected. And I never stopped thinking that they were selected. I mean, shoot, even with Hillary and Trump and her winning the popular vote, the Electoral College picked Trump. They said, forget y'all, popular vote. We going with who we think. You know what I'm saying?
Well, have you? Well, we know it's crazy because that's all the Electoral College is. Yeah. So I just Billy Carson breaks it down on YouTube, and he breaks down the history of the Electoral College, and its history is based in slavery. Mm-hmm. And the gist of it is, like you said, it was made by powerful white men so they can keep power over the country. It's all controlled. So the Electoral College is who elects our president, and the Electoral College is made up of a bunch of powerful white men. So probably the Rothschilds, the Walmarts, the
Vanderbilt,
Rockefellers, and all of them. They're the Electoral College, okay? And with that being said, I think BlackRock is in the Electoral College as well.
See, you're talking about corporations inside the Electoral College. It's supposed to be people.
No, the people are corporations. We're corporations. We're all corporations.
Yeah, okay, I get that.
You know what I'm saying?
About the straw man.
It's funny, because it's funny because people live by that. So check this out. If y'all check out an episode of Black Minds with my cousin C. Sparks, we talk. So he has a person on his podcast named Mr. Anderson, and Mr. Anderson says that he says I put exempt on my taxes every year. Right? I guess on his personal taxes, that he doesn't have to pay any taxes. And he says, and I'm like, nigga, what? Like, you're like, that doesn't make any sense. I don't get it. How does that happen? And he was like, well, in the tax code, this tax code says this, and this tax code says that. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Well, you know, good for you. And, you know, if he says he knows the tax codes and things of that nature. So if you know the tax codes and things of that nature, then you should be able to defend yourself, you know, in court of law, which he said he's done a few times. Now, what I will say the red flag for me was, though, was he said he owes the IRS. And he said they came, you know, like, yo, you owe us some money. And he was like, yo, you know, what the fuck I owe y'all money for? And I'm guessing he probably owed money because he was claiming too many dependents or something of that nature. So he said instead of paying him the money is when he started putting exempt on his taxes. So it's like, all right, well, did you pay the IRS back?
Right.
Like, no. I'm like, well, I don't think exempt gets rid of the debt that you owe, nigga. But maybe, you know, putting exempt maybe, you know, helps you from not paying taxes from there on. But whatever happened before then, nigga, you still owe. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying that to say it's a lot of things about this this country that we don't know when it comes to us moving as people and us moving as corporations.
Mm-hmm.
And there's people out there who say that we should be moving as corporations, not as a person.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's more beneficial, as well as there's more. It's more beneficial. Period. If you move as a corporation than as a person. But yeah, so I was just saying that to say, yeah, you know, it's coming to this election. It's going to be. It should be. I feel like it should be a landslide, and by it not being a landslide, worries me. You know what I'm saying? Because, in my opinion, there's really no reason.
Are you serious? You honestly believe? Look what we're dealing with right now. This is a black woman.
No, I get it. I understand what you're saying, but the reason I say that is because you have all these big corporations backing her. You have all these people donating billions of dollars to her campaign and all these other things. But it's like her and Trump are still neck and neck in the polls. It's like, what the fuck? Like, how?
Yeah.
She's got way more. She obviously has way more money being donated to her than Trump. She's obviously saying and making way more talking points than Trump is. You know what I'm saying? You would think just a person with common sense would be like, well, common sense would say Kamala's a better candidate. I mean, your candidate has felons. Is a felon. Has been convicted of felonies.
But I mean, did he go to jail though?
No.
No, exactly, because they didn't stick. Like,
He still was convicted of it.
yeah, but you supposed to go to jail when you convicted of felons.
Not
like,
if you white. Come on now.
Man,
Let's
that's
keep,
all
not if you white.
theatrics, man.
Not if you
the
white.
mess is theatrics. Like,
I
come
don't
on.
think it's theatrics. I think he really broke the law.
I wouldn't be putting past that, but I'm saying it's theatrics because his ass should have been in jail then if that was the case.
This is white
What's the
privilege.
whole purpose? Yeah, what's the whole purpose of him going to court and all that stuff if they ain't going to put him in jail?
This is white privilege at its finest.
Well, okay, that's fair.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's all it is. It's just this is the, and that's why I say I feel like this should be a landslide.
No,
Because-
but you got to think about it. You know what I'm saying?
The reason it's not a landslide is because she's a black woman. That's the only reason it's not a landslide.
Well, it's a woman, period, because we can, again, reflect to Hillary.
But
Trump.
see, Hillary was different because she's coming in with already I feel like Hillary was a good candidate because she had also been in the White House, but she had been in a White House that was in a scandal. You know what I'm saying? Your husband was impeached. As well as on top of you running, now you got all these other scandals coming out about your fucking emails and shit like that in Russia. So it's kind of like she was still in politics doing political shit before she even thought about running for president. So then it's like when she started running for president, all the little shit you was doing that you might not have should have been doing started coming out and making her look bad. You know what I'm saying? In which I still voted for. I still was like, yo,
I
I'll
was
fuck
just
with
about
her.
to say, but that's across
But-
the board. That's every election time. We getting stuff about Kamala. People trying to dig.
But see,
into
you're not
her
getting nothing
shit.
about Kamala when it comes to, you know, like her emails was like these Russian emails. Like she had some old traitor shit going on. Some old treasonous shit going on. At least that's what they was making it out to be. Her, you know, giving secrets to, you know what I'm saying? So shit like that is very touchy when it comes to American people. But Kamala ain't done no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You don't hear her talking about you haven't heard the only conspiracy that these niggas is talking about, or the only bad thing people are talking about when it comes to Kamala is her rise to the top, which is unfortunate because we can't look at a black woman as being, you know, good at her fucking job. She done went to Howard. She done went to school. She done got these degrees and all this other shit. No, she wasn't good at her job. She slept with everybody to get to the top. She slept with this Willie dude to get to the top. She slept with Montel to get to the top. She slept with all these people to get to the top. She didn't get to the top because she was good at her job. Oh, no, definitely not. She got to the top because she was out there hoeing and she was getting with different people so that she can be in a different position. And that's how black people are looking at her. And it's disheartening that you would look at, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't give her the benefit of the doubt. I bet you if she was white, you would give her the benefit of the doubt.
Right, so that's the consensus. Like a lot of people are thinking that because I mean, like
Yes.
outside of hearing it from you, that Judge Brown, Joe Brown.
Joe Brown, stay calling her a hoe and all types of shit,
he be
disrespecting
going
her.
in on her all the time.
But the
like,
Willie Hayes dude that these niggas is talking about is crazy because this is the same guy that Donald Trump said he was in a helicopter crash with. Right? He told a story about being in a helicopter crash with this guy. Come to find out, this guy's never been in a helicopter with Donald Trump a day in his life. He's like, nigga, I don't know who you talking about. Then they come to find out it was another black senator that he was in.
He don't even know who he is. They all look alike.
Man, listen. And that's who they talking. And then for some reason, now all of a sudden, Willie, yeah, she was having sex with Willie, and he introduced her to the Senate. And I'm just like, nigga, really? Is this really this is really how y'all feel about Kamala? And yes, nigga, I'm telling you, I'll send you the episode. But me and this nigga got into it like way because I'm like, bruh, you telling me she fucked her way to the top. You telling me she's not good at her job at all. Like, she has no credentials to be attorney general, prosecutor, none of that shit.
Right.
Nah, man, it's who she knew, man. It's who she knew. It was her connections. I'm like,
that's
God
terrible.
damn, bro.
That is really terrible.
It is. It's very, like I say, to be coming out of another black man's mouth, what makes it even worse. Like, maybe I can hear it coming out of some bigoted white guy's mouth or some shit like that. But damn, bro, you black. You a
that
bro.
don't mean nothing.
But what was also crazy was on the episode, I started off saying, like, people out here disrespecting Kamala for no reason, calling her all type of hoes and bitches and shit, and she ain't done nothing to nobody. Y'all tripping. Y'all need to stop that shit. And this nigga turns around and literally says, well, man, that hoe. And I'm like, God damn, bro, I just said it. Like, and you turn around and say it, bro? Like, nah, we not rocking like that, bro. We can't rock like that. Like,
yeah.
Damn, bro. I'm like, that's not your mother. Like, you don't see her. I'm not saying that's how but you don't see her as your mother. Like, your mother's black, right? She's a black woman, right? You don't look at her and see your mother or some type of woman in your life or anything.
No.
Like,
no, that is not the reflection.
And I'm like, yo, that's lack of love for yourself.
Yeah.
Even though you may not want to agree with it and you may want to say, oh, I love myself to death. I can't see it, nigga. But that's just me. So, yeah, but before we go, one more thing. I don't know if y'all seen this, but there's a new law that just got passed that it is against the law to go through somebody's phone.
Yep.
Period. What do you think about that?
I sent that to you. Well, the chick was explaining it, and basically she was saying, like, the woman, they had this case, and the woman started to, it was a divorce case, and she was going down the line of adultery. And so before she could, start to talk about the things that she found in his phone, the other lawyer was like, hey, she about to admit to doing a crime. And so they like, what? So then that's when, okay, lo and behold, if you go through somebody's phone, I think you have to, like, record it, though, or have record of it. That's when it becomes illegal. Like, I don't think it's actually going through the phone, but I don't think it's like, if you was to use that information in a court of law,
okay, right.
then it becomes illegal.
Well, of course, it's not illegal to go through a nigga phone unless a nigga call the police on your motherfucking ass.
I ain't going through my
like
phone. Come arrest them.
Flat out.
For real.
Flat out. You had to call the police on the nigga. Like,
That's interesting.
He's on somebody to come take your phone. Well, and they might roll with it, though, because it's in the law. Like, you're supposed to go through nobody's phone. But that's control. I'm sorry. That's too much control. That's too much control. People be allowing the government to have too much control over them. Like, y'all think they God. Like, no, these are people coming in here and saying, okay, this is legal, but this not. But when you think about it, some of this stuff don't make sense. Like, is weed, is it legal until I go across this imaginary ass line? And now is what makes it legal and illegal? You know what I'm saying? Are y'all doing this for our health? Is it illegal because you want to save the people? You don't want them, you know what I'm saying? So I never could understand why people spend so much time listening or following the rules of the law when the law does not always match your morals. You know what I'm saying? Oh, they're legalizing this. Like, I was tripping off of the people who started smoking weed when it was legal. Like, what? You mean to tell me you felt like you had to wait until somebody said to you, "Oh, we can sell these in store." Oh, let me try that. I would like to try it now. That's nuts.
But that there those listen. That is nuts.
Yes.
And those type of people are nuts.
Yes.
Those are the type of people that you watch out for.
Yeah.
That you really be like, yo.
Y'all ain't got no other mind outside of what y'all told to do. That's very weird. That's very weird. We gotta detach from this system, man. It's a lot of the stuff that we are codependent on by the government that we should not be. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
well, you know what's crazy too? And because I didn't know about that law, right? Just like y'all did until somebody, like you say, until the shit happened. Like you say, they're doing a lot of things under our noses that we don't know about that are going to make you guys uncomfortable. It's going to make all of us uncomfortable because shit is changing. With them Tesla robots coming out, that shit's going to be a game changer because motherfuckers are going to buy them and have them in their houses, and they're going to see how controlling this government can really be.
Yeah. So then we go back to, and we'll talk about this the next time because me and you.
But hold on, I was going to say, today, because I didn't want to forget, today I was doing self-checkout at this Dave's up here in Cleveland Heights. And do you know they have when you go to checkout now, there's a whole fucking screen that records you checking out. And you know how uncomfortable that lightweight was for me? I'm like, damn, bitch, what the fuck? Like, you don't trust me?
Right
like,
there.
What kind of shit is this? Like, so, you know, I'm probably never go to the self-checkout again. If that's what the fuck I don't need a nigga showing my whole fucking, but once again, it comes from people stealing this shit, which I get. But it also is a way for them to control us because for me, that was total face recognition shit. Now they got my whole biometrics in their system.
Yeah.
For whatever they want it for. I didn't ask them to take my biometrics or nothing. That shit is in the database now.
Absolutely.
Just because I went and got some motherfucking pop from fucking Dave's.
That's
You know
crazy.
what I'm saying? That's how crazy this shit is getting now.
Yeah, and you were speaking of new laws, the Biden administration, y'all can look this up, did just not too long ago, maybe last week, send in some stuff saying that the government will have the right to utilize the military against the people. That just very recently happened. And I'm like, why they pushing all this stuff in here before the election? Because whoever get their hands on it can utilize it.
Well, I ain't seen that.
I know.
Let me,
I'm going to have to find the whole
sound
thing.
like some propaganda.
Yeah, I'm going to have to find the whole thing.
Yeah, find the whole thing and send it to me so I can check it out.
That's horrible.
Because right now they're just lying about everything. Okay, they're lying about everything right now, and if you don't actually go and check for yourself,
Congress
you will think about you will think that all type of shit is going on right now. The basic thing that niggas need to worry about is that Project 2025. Okay, that's the biggest thing niggas need to worry about. Okay, because they push that through, niggas is cooked. You hear me? They push that shit through. Niggas is cooked. So, you know, and Trump get in, he pushing that shit through. But yeah, Donald Trump has also been talking about the enemy within and things of that nature, right? He's been talking a lot of fascist shit, a lot of we would say like Nazi propaganda. He's been talking real dictatorish and real
Antichristy,
real Führerish.
Yeah.
You can say Antichristy as well. You know what I'm saying? But it definitely doesn't seem like he gives a shit about the American people at all. Only people he cares about is his friends. Which, once again, I can't even be mad because that's nepotism. That's how this world has always worked. And at this point in time, like we stated, by us learning more about the Electoral College and what it's put there for, we don't know what the fuck is going to happen. You know what I'm saying?
Because they overturn whatever we vote.
Another thing has been happening lately, which if Trump gets in office is going to get even worse, is these white people being racist towards everybody. Just showing their ass, just being racist, period. If you black and you walk in the neighborhood, they harassing people. You know what I'm saying? If you black and you pulling up somewhere, they harassing you. They is not holding their tongue. They is getting in niggas' faces.
Did y'all see
Just
that
being on
lady
some
that
bullshit.
was taking her kid? She was in the drop off line with her son,
Yeah, and the
Oh,
white
yeah.
lady
and
got
the
up
lady
there
was
and
screaming at her. Yeah.
Man,
But see, it's
please.
time. But see, once again, and Malcolm X said it, first. But you got to start. You got to start standing up for ourselves.
Yeah, because she would have been drugged on down that street. I'm
Right.
sorry. Like, as soon as her hand passed the threshold of my window,
It would have got
they
chopped
would've
off
been
by the
in-
window.
Man, that joint. Yeah.
And that's
Nah, you
what
ain't doing that.
And that's what I feel like Kamala. If Kamala gets in office, she could pacify a lot of this bullshit. Not saying that the racists ain't gonna be racist. They still gonna be racist. But without they leader in charge, you know what I'm saying? I feel like they would be like, I can't be as racist because Trump ain't in office. You know what I'm saying? But if Trump gets in office, it's like green light racism. Like, nigga, everybody's gonna, it's gonna go
meet
up
they
on the
maker.
racism side. You hear? And that's why the motherfuckers is getting ready. Motherfuckers getting their guns. Motherfuckers is going to the gun range. Motherfuckers is getting ready. And that's why I'm staying in the hood, nigga. I'm like, shit, nigga, I'm staying around my people. You know what I'm saying? I can't be out here in the suburbs getting pulled over, all that bullshit. Hell no, nigga. Now when Trump get in office, nah. And he want to give cops immunity? Nah, you ain't catching me out in none of the burbs. Nigga, you hear me? Like, I'm gonna be riding with somebody else when I go to the suburbs. Like, nigga,
Yeah,
they got to catch me in the hood, nigga, around black people. Cause I ain't gonna be out there with them white folks. No way.
Yeah, no, I ain't about to be out there either. You silly. Like, I'm this.
Man,
But that
listen.
girl, she was just trying to get her child from school, though. Like, because I remember you said that. You was like, hey, this is where I stay where I'm at. Like, man, but at the same time, I shouldn't have to not go somewhere because somebody going to harass me or, do something racist towards me. That's
the
messed
thing
up.
about it, no,
But
you're
then
right.
But then let me just say this, though. How do we act, though, when white people come in the hood, though? Like, are we welcoming or do we be like, what?
I'd be like, what the fuck going on?
Yeah.
I don't know about nobody.
You out here to get some drugs? That's what I be saying.
I'd be like, who the fuck? What the fuck? But
You want
once
some
again,
weed? What the fuck
they
you
are
out here for?
definitely in the hood now. Like, they're definitely down there,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm watching their ass because the Mexicans is popping up down there too. Swear to God. Before we go, so today,
About to go for it.
and I hate. Listen, I really hate that this even came across my motherfucking mind, but it has because of all the propaganda going on in the world right now with immigrants.
You start
Right.
thinking like these motherfucking immigrants. coming
Man,
over
so today, a guy come to my house for my grandmother, right? He like, yo, I talked to your grandmother on the phone, and, I told her about, this insurance and how we can help her save money on her food, her gas and shit like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, he's an immigrant, right? I'm like, yeah, bro, just give me your card, bro. Like, nah, you ain't about to go upstairs. You ain't about to come in my house, nigga. Like, no.
Right.
And it wasn't based off of him being an immigrant. It was really based off of, nigga, no, you're not coming. I don't even know you or know what you're
Yeah, and
talking
my
about.
grandmother ain't say shit about you for me to
Right.
be expecting you.
But at the same time, it did cross my mind, like, this is an immigrant just popping up at my motherfucking house talking about selling insurance. You know what I'm saying? Like, how the fuck you even get that job? Like, I should have asked, how long have you been here? Like, did you just get here?
Right.
Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, it was crazy though.
They
but-
can't wait to set them up. Or they get them all
Man,
everything
listen,
they
nigga
need
had
when they
business
come over
cards and
here.
Everything. I'm like, yeah, bro, just give me a card, bro. Yeah, my grandmother, nah, she ain't about to see you, nigga. No, hell no.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not at all.
But that's
So,
crazy
yeah,
though.
But
So-
it did make me think bad things too. And that's what I hated. Like it did make me think bad things. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you could have been here trying to do something. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
I shouldn't have been thinking like that, even though his ass wasn't getting in regardless. You know what I'm saying?
I feel
He
you.
wasn't getting in regardless. I just hate the fact that I had them afterthoughts. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit, I'm some racist afterthoughts. Where the-
This is racist of me.
Where did this come
But
from?
that's good though that you recognize it.
But now it's like, where did this come from?
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I
but
never
you
felt
was
this
able
way
to
about
see it,
immigrants
right?
before.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Like,
No, man, but you know, people come from different cultures, and I think that's the thing.
oh,
like,
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, like I mean, that's probably normal for them to be cutting ducks and eating them. They're like, it's food running around. What the fuck? We looking at them like, oh, look at nice. They like, this is food, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So we can't even really be mad about that. But I feel like, you know, if you're gonna bring somebody in the country, at least make them understand the culture as a whole. But
I don't
before,
know.
But like I know you like. So before we go, is this was Robert F. Kennedy who said this. He said, and he quoted, "It's particularly ironic since Biden Harris have just pushed through DoD Directive 5240.01, giving Pentagon power for the first time in history to use lethal force to kill Americans on U.S. soil who protest government policies."
Yeah,
So-
wait a minute. Did you just
I just said Robert F. Kennedy said
Okay,
it. Yeah,
all right.
I know. That's why I said so.
Okay.
I'm
So we
going to
gotta
look up this
into it, right.
directive.
Yeah, that information. He put the number and all that.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
made
just
me
look
be
it
like,
up.
whoa. So I'm going to look it up and then we'll come
Yeah,
back.
because you know Robert, he be on some bullshit. First he was with Kamala, now he with Trump. Like, this nigga be flipping sides like a
Yeah,
motherfucker.
he was
you
a
don't,
Democrat.
You don't know who he
He's a-
with. Like, you don't know what
he
that
was-
nigga talking about. And that nigga said something about the alien. That nigga been talking crazy. He been saying some crazy shit. Now, I'm not saying aliens ain't real. We all know aliens is real. But he was saying other shit, like other, like real wild shit.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
he for the most part.
like,
he did-
nigga, please. Like, one of those, like, come on, man. You think we gonna believe that shit? No. We hear you, though. But yeah, we'll look it up, and then we'll get back to y'all.
Yeah.
So, that was a great episode, guys. You know, we're gonna take some pictures before we get up out this bitch. Some pictures of y'all being surprised. Like, oh my God.
Man, they showed a whole underground mansion that Diddy was taking them kids.
World
to,
is not
and
what we
people
think it
having the
is.
Parties at. It was a whole underground mansion. Like, the thing was huge.
The world is not what we think it is. That be the thing. You know, this is a very huge, vast system.
So much unknown.
So much stuff that we don't know. You know, but it just amazes me that we are so defensive about the things that we do know.
Yeah, like we.
Like we don't want to open our minds to things past what we know. Like
Yeah.
a lot of people. And that's that slumber. That's that indoctrinated slumber they got us in, man. You got to open our eyes to more things outside of what's just around us and what we experience. You know?
Facts, bitch. Where can they find you at?
Y'all can find me on Facebook at Risha Carlisle Clinton or Instagram Original Indigo Empress. Oi.
Oi.
Oi, oi.
Where can they find you at?
Age Latrice on Facebook and New Day on Instagram.
Big Asia. Big Treese.
Big Treese.
Big Treese. Big Doula. Big
I gotta
Treese.
figure out a hair name. I'm still
Denise.
thinking about a hair name.
Who are you, kind?
Y'all know who it is, man. SOE Cash Cow. You know what you do. Like, comment, subscribe. We appreciate the love, guys. Make sure you guys leave some comments so we can have some different ideas and some new things to talk about. You know, we're going to keep giving y'all some great content, some great knowledge. And, you know, once again, follow my beautiful baddies, my professional podcasters. And we appreciate the love. We'll be back next week. Peace.
Welcome to the fucking show.
Welcome to the show. Have a seat, my nigga. Recline back. Real niggas making